You touched on suicide, because you mentioned the murder side of it, where they're being murdered by a partner. But of course, there's the self-harm, the suicide. How prevalent is that?
It is. There is a big indication that obviously there is a massive link between domestic abuse and mental health, but also then suicide and self-harming, which is obviously another symptom of mental health.
That's something as a clinician, again, we might roll someone's sleeve, look at their elbow, and then we might see scarring, or we might give that away.
I think what I would say with any clinician is professional curiosity. As if you're seeing something that you can't explain from the information you've been given, or something you're not quite sure about and you've got an instinct that it's not right, is asking the questions in a safe manner, but also then having the awareness of what you need to do if there is a disclosure, and where can you signpost to. And I know everyone's busy, everyone's got high caseloads, but it's about ensuring that from a safeguarding perspective, if someone is coming in and they need help, you can then signpost them to the places they need to go to get that help.
Yeah, and I think that's the key message, isn't it? The kind of the increased vigilance of, actually, this is far more common than we thought it was. So just have that inquiring, rather than suspicion, an inquiring mind. Keep that as a thought. Look for those clues. And as you say, one of the immediate challenges is the fact that the perpetrator may well be with them. Yeah. So to then look at a strategy, have a mental rehearsal of, okay, how to get them out of the room. And at that point, you're saying if there's immediate danger, we might ring the police with their consent. Whatever we do, we're documenting it. Yeah. And then, if as clinicians, again, we can ring your service and get informal advice as professionals as to what we might do. But loud and clear is coming this documentation, and I like the idea of potentially having that dialogue of being able to get that individual away from the perpetrator, so we can have that conversation, and then being aware as clinicians that that individual may not be aware, so it may take one or two questions before the penny drops for all parties. And
I think the main overriding message with all of this, it's safety of the victim survivor. So I think it's just being aware of whatever you do, you're conscious of the safety of that person, because you don't know the level of risk that person is at, and potentially what's going to happen when they leave your clinic if the perpetrator for 1 second thinks that they've disclosed stuff to you, or they've said stuff to you, or you've gone ahead and done something with that information. So I think it's just about the overarching theme really is the safety of that client and how you can best protect them.